I'm not exactly sure how I got snookered into this, but I'm doing a little dish that I used to do when I was single. Not much of a cook, but I can throw stuff in a pot and read instructions. This is a collaboration that Cooking with Sherry is doing with Jim's Kitchen, and it's hashtag coupleschampionchallenge. So today I'm going to put together some dirty rice. The hard part, I'm going to use ground meat and antelope. The hard part was catching the antelope. I had to catch it and freeze it so that I could thaw it. And if you've never seen these things before, these are for a radio project I had, and I forgot to get this stuff out this morning. And so I didn't have but maybe an hour. So you put this on a heat sink and just in no time at all, it's thawed out. So let's go ahead and get started assembling my dirty rice. My ingredients are going to be one of these. It's a family size zatarains dirty rice mix. And I used to do this when I was single because I could make a bunch of stuff up at one time and I didn't have to cook much. Fed me for a long time with all this stuff in it. A pound of hamburger, a pound of antelope. You could use 2 pounds of hamburger, some antelope and some buffalo, alligator, whatever. Today we're having antelope. I used 2 cans of black beans. I used 2 cans of pinto beans and 2 cans of whole kernel corn. So the first thing I'm going to do is brown all of the meat. All right, since this is all browned up, I'm going to move it to another pan. This could have all been done in the other pan, but why do it in one pan when you can make a big mess? Hey, one thing while I'm thinking about it, if you decide to go after the buffalo instead of the antelope, the buffalo are a lot easier to catch. They run slower than the antelope, but you need a bigger knife when you get there. The beef I used was 93.7, and the antelope's pretty lean, so there wasn't much to drain off on that. Okay, now we have to add 3 3/4 cup of water. Now we add the dirty rice. Give it a stir. I'll add a little heat to this. You see these little seasoning blobs, they'll start to dissolve. Once they start to dissolve, I will add the rest of the stuff. Okay, since this is starting to warm up, all the seasoning is melted into the water. So now we're going to add the rest of the stuff. And I drain the beans, I drain the corn. And this is going to pretty much fill this pot up. And as a single person that didn't have a whole lot of spare time, I could cook a lot of meals all at once for myself. Some of it went in the fridge, some of it went in the freezer, but I could eat on this for quite some time. So all I do is mix this up. When I think I have a good mix, bring it to a boil and then let it simmer for 25 minutes, and it's ready to go. Now, I don't add any seasoning to this because the zatarains is already well seasoned. Okay, we got a little bit of a boil going. I'm going to put the lid on, let that simmer for about 25 minutes, and we're going to be ready to go. Whose idea was this? All right, all we need to do is make sure this is all mixed up well. Let it sit for a few minutes. Make sure the rice is tender. That's really the only thing that's left to do. Yep, looks good. All right, we get the dirty rice with beef and antelope. I'll get Sherry to give it a taste test.
Is this dirty rice?
It is. It's got beef and antelope. Same way I normally make it. I was going to get a buffalo, but I didn't have my big knife.
Ooh, that's hot.
I just finished cooking it.
Let's try this again. That's as good as it usually is.
I'm glad you like it.
Well, you can cook more now.
I'm gonna be on road.
Definitely really good. Thank you, babe.
You bet.
Recipe deals for easy meals. Please like, subscribe, and share. This is Cooking with Sherry. Until we meet again.